Yeah, Chris?
Yep.
All right, fire away. So what was the locker room like after the game of the night, and how do you guys move forward from that?
Well, obviously it was a disappointing loss. Big loss, I think, at this stage of the season. But we still control our own destiny. The SEC is still really close. If we win this game at Georgia, we're still in the mix. And then the SEC tournament is coming up, so we're really positive about it. Yeah, of course, the loss hurts. Senior night really hurt for our seniors. But like I said, the future is still bright, I think, and we can still manage to do big things this year. So.
How are you seeing Dante grow throughout the season?
Man, I think he's alongside Rhett, he's the most improved player on our team. I mean, he came in really raw, high school, not a big high school where he came from, really athletic. But yeah, he came in, he worked on his game, and I think the best part he's done so far is just working on his part of understanding the game, on where he can contribute with the team. So right now, defensive end, blocking shots, offensive rebounds, running the floor. He has major improvements in those areas, and I think he's just scratching the surface right now. He's going to become a great player here at UA over 4 years.
How do you react when you're on the court or even sitting on the bench and you see Dante make one of those blocks?
Man, I'm always super happy for him. I'm always trying to tell him to hang in there, and his time gonna come, and his time is coming right now. So every time he does something great, I'm super excited for him, super happy for him. And he's a good kid, hard-working kid, and yeah, it just gets us all hyped. It gets us all going, gets the fans going when he blocks shots and then runs the floor and gets a putback. And it's just really momentum-changing action, plays he makes. Really doing us big favors and during the game, especially.
You ever toss your shot in practice?
Yeah, a couple times, but a couple times.
Going down the stretch, obviously one regular season game left. Don't know how many games you have in the tournament, but is there a pressure building? Have y'all felt it over the last 4 games? Kind of needing to do certain things to get where you want to be?
Yeah, of course. Sometimes I think it's human nature to think about those things. People want to do the math, or how many games do we have to win? How many games left? What should we do? What does the other team? What do the other teams have to do so we get in? Whatever. We got to do a good job of focusing on us, focusing on what we've got to do, making sure that we take care of business, and then the other things. Well, whatever happens, happens. But right now we're lucky. We had some good games on the road. We did pretty well in the SEC. We can still finish at 500 if you win. And then the SEC tournament's coming. I mean, anything can happen over there. So, yeah, we just got one game at a time and focus on us. I think that's the most important thing.
Just want to ask you, obviously there have been some big wins and stuff like that, but just you personally, do you feel like a team that, in general, a 500 team in conference that in a major Power 5 conference deserves an NCAA bid over, say, a 10-2 team in the lower conference?
Well, in the position we are in, I think if we have 500 and we do well in the SEC tournament, we deserve a bid just because we've proved what we can do. We've proved we can beat good teams on the road, on neutral site, at home, ranked teams. So I think we've proven all that. We've proven that we can compete with all those other big teams that are in the NCAA. And yeah, just based off that, if we have 500, I think we deserve a bid to go to the tournament.
What areas do you think you've improved in personally over the season?
Man, just my health, honestly. Came here 2 years ago. Started playing here 2 years ago. Had a bunch of injuries, a bunch of setbacks, and it's kind of always nagging coming back. So never was really 100%. And yeah, I've done a good job. Since Coach Johnson's been here, he's given me the time. He's really worked with me and adapted to my kind of special situation for me to come back. So right now, yeah, just health-wise, I'm feeling better, moving again the way I want to move. And yeah, I'm still coming back. I'm not where I want to be, but right now it's feeling really good. I fit in with the team. I got my role, and I'm trying to do whatever I can in this role. So right now.
I want to ask you, obviously, last game against Arkansas, another game where Red kind of had to take over a little bit.
Yeah.
I guess when you're in those kind of situations, I mean, we've talked about it all season. How do you kind of break out of a funk? You had a couple big dunks previous game. Is that what this team needs? Some big plays? What?
Man, we just sometimes when Redden takes over, it's more like we sit back and watch. Whereas, let him have a couple plays and then let us come in one time, let us do something. And yeah, in this game, he just took over, during the game was all good. We got the lead back, and then crunch time was kind of like everybody sitting back and watching, and I think it kind of hurt us at the end. But yeah, then again, it comes back to the thing where he needs more help of the team. You know, he needs us to make shots. He needs us to play better defense, so that at the end of the game, he's still fresh, and he can go get his bucket to give us the win. So we're still some improvement to do, but I think we're on the right path.
When you see Retton driving at the basket, obviously he missed both chances in the game the other night, but when you see him driving at the basket, just how confident are y'all that he's going to score?
Man, I always think when he goes to the basket, I always think it's a bucket. That's why sometimes I'm not going to the opposite rebounds like I am when somebody else goes. But yeah, Retton is one of the best finishers in the SEC in the country at the rim, especially because of his athleticism and his size. So he rarely misses, you know. And when he's about to miss, he's improved a lot on game-making decisions, making better game decisions, passing the ball to the right people. So every time he drives, I mean, something good's going to happen, no doubt about it.
Anything else?
Thank you.
All right, man.
No problem. Appreciate you guys.